Well, not that's happened to me plenty of times, but on this mission in that spot, that's happened to me once before. It's stupid though. Yeah, I mean, I haven't in a while, but I kind of want to go back and watch my original Subnautica playthrough because that was the first like videos I ever had on the channel, and I've watched the first one before, kind of nostalgically, because I actually did a pretty good job on those videos with the skill that I had at the time. I actually did a pretty good job. I mean, they are cringy, but it doesn't bother me with those videos just because I couldn't have done any better at the time, and I know that. But, I mean, looking on past projects, wondering what we could have done better, that's just normal. I think maybe a lot of my things I'll look back on and be like, oh, I probably couldn't have done that better. It's understandable that I did that the way I did. But when it's more recent, I guess, it's harder to actually give yourself credit. It's also just difficult to give yourself credit in general. We are our own worst critics. I don't know if that applies to everything in life, but it definitely applies to creative pursuits. Because I guarantee that no one hates some of my videos as much as I do. And I'm sure no one hates some of your videos as much as you do as well. That was a terrible throw. That was also a terrible throw. Apparently I suck at this game suddenly. I have no idea how I'm going to manage to beat all of these games on Legendary without dying once. Because Halo is like, Halo 1, this game, is just one of the easiest ones in comparison to Halo 2 is just absurdly difficult. I mean, playing Lasso Legendary with all skulls on, which the skulls, if you're unaware, are just, they make the game so much harder playing with the skulls on. Like, I'm playing with one skull on, which is Iron Skull, which isn't working, but it's supposed to make it to where if I die, I have to restart the entire mission, which doesn't really matter in a Deathless challenge. It's just for practice for me. But there's officially now been someone who has beat, his name was Jervalen,
They seem to
and
have
he beat
the
Halo
entire
2,
region secured.
Lasso, Legendary with all skulls on, and Deathless, which was considered impossible by many people, and was the YouTuber Charlie, well, that's his actual name, Penguin Zero. He put out a $5,000 bounty on that challenge because he wanted to see people do it, or to prove that someone could do it if they were motivated enough, and someone did, and others probably can.
I wonder if the ring's environment systems are not.
But that is, I mean,
designers wanted the installation to have improved weather.
It's ridiculous. Halo 2, that challenge is ridiculous. It was literally, at least in some circles, considered to be the hardest video game challenge of all time. I'm not doing that challenge. I'm just doing normal Legendary. I'm not going to have the skulls on Deathless, which has been done a few times, but it is still a thing. Like, you can just look up compilations, I'm pretty sure I have, of people rage quitting trying to do Halo 2 Legendary Deathless, because a lot of people can't even make it past the first mission. Just because, in comparison to this game is so, like, it's so casually paced in comparison. Like, you have energy shields, just like you have energy shields in the second game, too, to buffer you losing health. But in the second game, you don't have a health bar. So once your shields go down, you're going to die, like, very soon. You don't have a health bar that helps protect you from, you know, being able to stay alive. Now, you also do more damage, and so do the enemies in the second game on Legendary, so they kill you a lot faster than they would in this game. Just in general, they do more damage. Like, in this game, it takes a second or two for my shields to drop, in like an average fight. In that game, it takes like a quarter of a second before your shields are gone. And you also do more damage, but it just means you have to have better reaction time and stuff like that, because everything in that game is faster paced. All the enemies are on crack in comparison to the enemies of this game, which are predictable, very difficult to fight. They're smart, the AI is very intelligent and adapts to what you do, but it's all very much so skill-based, this game is. A lot of the stuff in Halo 2 is actually not. Like or it is, but it's just absurd level of difficulty. Like you got one mission, Gravemind. If I remember correctly, there's a part in that mission, which is late in the game too. For a deathless run, that will suck. There's a part in Gravemind where straight up you die. You can die, and it happens very often, like 7 out of 10 times or something like that, that you die before you gain control of the character. You spawn into a room full of enemies in the dead center of the room, and you have to fight your way around it, and like half of the time, if not more than half the time, you die before you can even turn your screen or shoot, before you gain control, and it's absurd. I mean, obviously there's nothing skillful about winning in that area. You just have to get lucky. That's the level of bullcrap that Halo 2 brings to the table. And then Sniper Jackals, which I'm sure if Zach were here, he would begin to rave about Sniper Jackals in the chat, because you beat Halo 2 on Legendary. I've actually never beat Halo 2 on Legendary solo before. The Sniper Jackals are ridiculous. I mean, they just one-shot you, and they'll put them, like 7 of them in one room. You walk in, you're just dead. The stuff in that game is just absurd. It's ridiculous that someone was able to beat that game on Legendary without dying. Even more so ridiculous that someone was able to do it with all the skulls on. Oh. Worried I was gonna die there. Also, this game gives you a weakness, which for the hunters, which is questionable whether or not that's a good thing, but these, like, mini-boss zombies, or not zombies, why did I say zombies? These mini-boss Covenant, the hunters, they're pretty easy in this game. They're not mini-bosses, because they let you just one-shot them with a Magnum or a Sniper, but in all the other Halo games, which I think is a good thing, they made it to where you actually have to fight them. There is no weapon that can one-shot them. You actually have to use high-damage weapons, aim for their weak spots, go for a longer, more intense fight with them. And I appreciate that a lot, because in this game, they're kind of boring. I mean, it would make this a lot harder if they weren't that easy and they didn't have that weakness, but I would still be doing it. I would still get past it. Also, I apologize. I'm just rambling about Halo games. Happy that I'm talking, though, because I was a bit worried that I wouldn't be able to talk and play very much, which is just the main thing I'm trying to work on before I play Dead Space for 12 hours straight. Also, feel free to stop me if I begin to explain something about Halo that you already understand, because I know you said you've played them before. Or at least some Halo game, not necessarily all of them, but I imagine it's not foreign to you necessarily. I can't wait to be... And that's fair. Do you remember which one you've played? I'm gonna do that. Guess we're fighting. I don't know, I guess I just wanted to fight. It's fine. I can get through this. I can get through this room without losing any health. I can do it. And there is a lot of different stuff across games. I'm glad it's cool to hear about that, because this game, or this game franchise, it's been through the ropes of game development. They changed a lot throughout it. I don't know if you know about the history of Halo 1 and how impactful it was on the gaming industry. That's a whole different topic, but Halo 1 was very experimental in comparison to the other games in the franchise, because it was really the first... Halo Reach, that's a very good one. And it's the last one that Bungie made, which is a lot of people consider to be their masterpiece. Bungie developed the original Halo games, and when they made this game, it was kind of just an experiment, because console shooters had never been done well before. It was on the original Xbox. Call of Duty didn't exist yet. A lot of the other, like, modern popular ones did not exist yet. And they wouldn't exist if it weren't for Halo, at least not in the way they do. This game innovated so much. It was the first, the Xbox was the first console or device at all to have a dual-stick controller. The modern controller that you see everywhere is because, not only because of Halo, it was Microsoft, but this was the game that was designed to test that dual-stick controller system. That actually, before this game, first-person shooters that required skill to be able to shoot things and stuff like that were considered to be PC only. It couldn't be done on console. It wasn't worth it. That was how they were considered in a lot of ways, and then this game came out and it proved otherwise because it immediately got competitive. There were people who were really good at this game playing multiplayer against each other. It got it got to a point where it was very consistent. You could have a lot of skill in it and perfect your craft in it. It was a very big jump, and Halo 2 was another big jump in a different way. It had more to do with online play for consoles. But the original Halo games, my point being, is that they're all drastically different in some ways. They keep the same charm, especially from a style perspective, but they innovate a lot. They changed a lot in the gaming industry. Each of the original three did. And then Halo 3 ODST was just kind of an expansion for Halo 3 that Bungie made their fourth game, and then their fifth and final game was Halo Reach, when they pretty much just took everything they learned and made the best of all of what they could make, and it's an incredible game. I don't know that I personally would consider it my favorite or what I consider to be their masterpiece, because they've done so many good things, and I don't think Halo Reach was single-handedly the best thing that they did in every area. But Halo Reach is widely considered to be that for a lot of people. And it is very different than the others. Even stylistically, it takes a different tone than the other games. They really experimented with that, and I'm glad they did. Then Halo becomes a completely different game. I'm excited to play all the ones I just listed. Halo 1, 2, 3, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo Reach. I'm excited to play all of those on Legendary and try to do the death list. Even Halo 2, despite how absurdly difficult it is. I am still excited. I'm not excited to do the other games. Halo 4 specifically, because Halo 4 is when Bungie had stepped out and they wanted to move on to bigger and greater things. They didn't, well, not necessarily bigger and greater things, because Halo was a magnificent thing, but they wanted to not be under Microsoft's foot anymore, and so in order to get the money they needed to become their independent development company, they sold Halo to Microsoft and stopped making Halo games. Whoops. Just ran over so many of them. I say a lot. I wish I didn't, but I've struggled to speak, so it's fine. So Microsoft then created the company 343 specifically to make Halo games. I mean, the name 343 comes from 343 Guilty Spark, a character that's introduced in the next mission, actually, in Mission 6, if I can ever get there today. It's a long-time character of the Halo franchise that's pretty impactful to the story. So they made a company named 343 Industries, and they make Halo now, and I don't know if you've seen any Halo news in recent weeks, not even months or years, but weeks. It's going downhill. 343 does not do a good job of it, and their games are very different from the originals. Halo 4 has its own critiques, its own advantages. Some people like Halo 4 a lot. They think it has a really good story, and I see that. I don't personally like its story at all in comparison to Halo 1, 2s, or 3s, or Reaches. But I don't think it was a bad story or anything. I just think it was a huge shift for what Halo was.
Tanks to defend the entrance to the tunnel.
Halo 5 was just terrible. I mean, I can't think of many redeeming qualities about that game, campaign-wise. Multiplayer was fun, unlike Halo 4's multiplayer, which was completely terrible. The multiplayer was fun in Halo 5, but that's about it. There was nothing redeeming about the campaign. It was boring. It was horribly written. I'm not going to get into the details of that, because that would be a very long conversation of all the bad things about it, but it was gameplay-wise, it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good gameplay-wise, but the story was terrible. And then here we are now with Halo Infinite, which it's the best one that 343's ever made. It's a good game. It's, however, has a lot of issues, and 343 recently underwent a lot of drama because of their handling that game so bad. They're just doing a terrible job of trying to make a game that people will come back to and play. I mean, I haven't played Halo Infinite in months, but the campaign is the best one they've made in a long time. Well, ever, actually. There's an argument to be made that Halo Wars 2, another 343 game, was pretty good, but that's a little telling when I say something like that, considering Halo Wars was not made by 343. They simply produced it. It was made by a different dev company, and up until Halo Infinite, it was the best game they'd ever made, and they didn't even make it, or that they'd ever been a part of. Didn't expect to get into a random rant about Halo, but it's fallen from grace. This once glorious franchise that is responsible for FPS shooters on console, their existence, their popularity, it is single-handedly responsible for that. And I'm not saying that there wouldn't have been a title that did the same thing if Halo didn't exist, but Halo did exist, and it was the one to do that. Which, I guess, right place, right time for the franchise. But, I mean, they delivered. They continue to deliver. Halo 2 has, so far that I've experienced, Halo 2 has the best story that I've ever experienced in a video game. It's incredible. Sorry, I'm not progressing right now because I wanted to go back and get some health, because I'm very close to death at the moment. I will gladly take this RPG. I think I could probably use it. This game's story is very simplistic. It's fascinating, and it's very, very, very fun to experience for the first time. But it is a very simple story. It's nothing spectacular. If you look at other sci-fi stories out there, you know, it doesn't compare to a lot of the more popular or more well-created stories out there. But Halo 2, it was no longer an experiment. It was a full-blown success at that point. So they had the ability to experiment, and so they did, and they made an incredible story with an incredible conclusion with Halo 3. And this one definitely left it open for that story to be made. This game did. It left the universe very well open for being expanded on if the game was successful. I wish that Bungie were still as good as they were then. Because now, what Bungie does now is they make Destiny, which that's its own problem. Destiny was a fun game. Is a fun game. I actually played some of it last night just because I was talking to my brother about it, about Destiny 2, and I hadn't played it in a long time, so I decided to load it up, and it was worth it. The gameplay's so fun. Bungie hasn't lost their touch with creating a fun gameplay loop, but I say it's a conversation for another day because sadly, Bungie failed. They weren't able to actually become an independent development company. They had to sign a contract with Activision, which is the scum of the earth in video game development. When it comes to producers, they're worse than Microsoft. Microsoft is no saint, but they're okay. But Activision is awful. Yeah, $300 away is not bad at all. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you very much. Hook luck. Well, that would apply if I was playing Halo because there's a grapple hook. So, hook luck would apply. I'm not, though. So. See ya. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by again. thinking now I'm just going to sit alone in... What is that? What is firing at me? There was another grunt over here. I'm not opposed at all to being alone in the stream room right now, just because this is the most successful stream I've ever had. I mean, even more so than the Twitch stuff now, officially, because the Twitch stuff, people still came and went a lot. I had more traffic of people coming in and out, because Twitch is just a pure streaming platform. There's a lot more people who are curious about streams they're unfamiliar with on there. So, you know, that's to be expected, that there would be a lot more traffic on Twitch. But here on YouTube, I completely have to rely on people for the most part. There's no one on YouTube really searching for live streams to watch. So I have to rely on the people who are subscribed to the channel. And it's been... How long have I been streaming? Because that's a good question. How long have I been streaming? OBS will tell me. For some reason this isn't. What do you got to say for yourself, OBS? Oh no, it doesn't say. Interesting. What is the stream length? Maybe if I just mouse over the stream thing, that would work. Oh my gosh, it's been an hour and a half almost? Nice. Oh no, didn't mean to do that, sorry. I meant to resume the live play and accidentally... There we go, live. Accidentally unmuted the stream. No, I'm going to keep this playing. I was going to almost just not play it, but I want to make sure I can see the stream and make sure it's good quality. Wait, where's... Oh, right bumper's flashlight. There we go. But yeah, I've never had this much consistent engagement on a stream before, even on Twitch, which is saying a lot, because Twitch it's so much easier to stream on with some success, unless you already have people on YouTube who watch your stuff, which obviously I do. What time is it? It's 1:25. I've been doing this for a while. I was getting set up to do this stream at like 11 today. It took me a while to get set up. I haven't streamed in a while. It was a process. Especially getting this interface. I completely forgot how to set up this interface where I have it's just Google Docs. It's not anything fancy. But the donations on the left side there and the donation message, or not donation message, but the description of what I'm doing, brief description of what I'm doing there. It's very difficult to get that set up again because I forgot how I originally did it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a very simple thing to have set up. I have a very simple stream set up, but I didn't remember how I did it. I haven't streamed in almost a year. I actually checked. The last time I streamed was playing Halo Infinite on Legendary for the first time back in January 17th of this year. So it's been like 9 months since I actually streamed. Hello there, Ghost. Prepared to get deaded. Also very tired. I don't feel it as much right now as I did when I first woke up, but I only slept for like 5 hours. I'm surprised I even slept for 5 hours. I intended to wake up earlier. But, I mean, sometimes me and my brother get into a conversation, and that conversation lasts for 6 hours. We started it at like 10, and it continued for 6 hours. So, you know, me and my brother do that, and neither of us wanted to stop the conversation, even though I, on several occasions, said I wanted to head to bed. I then continued to talk and continued to incite more conversation. And that's why I haven't slept. Well, I did sleep. I did sleep, but I didn't sleep well. But I might actually need to end the stream soon. I mean, everyone's out. I know, Zach, especially if you're watching the VOD, I guess I can refer to you directly. I know you said you'd be returning eventually, though again, you have no reason, you don't have to. But I might have to end this soon just because there is some stuff going on today. There's a lot of things that I need to do that will supersede this in daily activities. Angie. No, come on. There we go. Ooh. That was close because I'm taking shots from the back. I hate these hunters. I mean, it's fine now. I have them out in the open. They're no longer hiding behind that rock. Okay. Oof. Alright. Furthest I've made it today. Let's see if I can do this. I'm about to get to this section where I get out of the tank. But first, let us... No. Getting out of the tank. Good timing. I'm gonna get back in it, but... Get out of here, grunts. Getting out. Nope. Whew. This is new. Them following me from behind. That's new. I heard the grunt and I had to get out of the tank. Because if a grenade lands on this tank, I'm just dead. You literally, the animation that it takes to get out of the tank is not fast enough for you to survive a grenade explosion. The grenade will explode before you get off the tank and you're just dead. Hey. Really, Jackal? Really? Gonna take away my health like that?
I thought the Covenant had eliminated all the Marine forces.
Let's not fall off the railing here. Oh, cool, he dropped a sniper.
Come on, flourish! Anybody else hear that? Oh, man, Covenant dropship inbound! Take cover! The Covenant are dropping in behind us! We're trapped!
Come on, people, do something. Marines, I need your support on this.
Covering fire!
Oh, that should have killed him. That should have been a one-shot. Yep. Alright. Easy peasy. I'm just gonna go over here.
Oh, man!
Hold up back here. To get these guys. Ugh, I've made it further than this before, but the section upcoming, I believe, is the farthest I've ever made it.
Hey, that was mine!
Oh, wait, I actually probably should.
What was that? You can't hide from me!
Oh my gosh, these Marines suck.
Fire it! Watch it! Is it the best you can do?
Okay, I think it's about time to get off this tank.
Everybody out!
Alright, I'm not gonna pick up the RPG ammo if I can avoid it, because that'd be a waste. I want to come back and get it. I'm gonna need a lot of it upcoming. Big vehicle section upcoming. I don't know why I keep saying upcoming, but... Oh my gosh, I don't know how I didn't die there. Alright, now. Camo just lasts a little longer. I need to get a RPG off on some unsuspecting elites and grunts up here, because this section is hard.
We need to get up this
That is
road.
what I'm talking about.
Marines, hold your positions. We'll handle those guns.
Master Chief, we should scale the
Alright.
to get below those stationary guns.
I'm in no hurry for a forward charge.
Alright, whatever.
Guns, Cortana. Holding position.
Now that is a successful infiltration of that area right there. Took out most of them with one rocket. That was awesome. I practiced this, by the way. This is one of the sections that when I was playing with checkpoints on, and I went back and practiced this section specifically. Alright, not gonna waste RPG ammo on this. There's a plasma pistol back here that I can grab. There's a jackass elite over here who's gonna be trouble to deal with the RPG. I mean, he's far away, so he's just gonna dodge the RPG shots too easily. Rather waste this ammo than the RPG ammo. Oh, that's a grunt. Hey, nice, stood still. All right, back to the RPG maybe. Actually, let me scout out, make sure that there's nothing else I want to use this on. I'm just gonna RPG the stationary guns. I think. Don't want to have to risk anything with them. I know there's one over here. Yeah. Actually, that works too. Come on. What's the hole? Get me in the hole. Okay. Yeah, you can see why there's a lot of RPG ammo here. This is a very difficult section. Health. RPG. Alright. I can probably get... Oh! There we go. I just didn't want to fire that in my own face, but I was going to say, I could probably manage to get the Banshee in here, because he gets stuck a little bit in here, as I say as he almost ran me over. Alright, if I can get past this section, I'm going to be very happy. Come on. Yeah. Whoa. There were a lot of grenades. That was a double kill on those ghosts. Whoa, that was awesome. There was so many grenades on the floor. It's because of the grunts that I shot here earlier, I think. Alright, I'm gonna go back and grab that health pack. But first, yeah, I just wanna take care of him real quick. Hopefully, did that knock over the stationary gun? It did. Okay, good. That's what I want. I don't want to just kill the dude, because I know there's more guys that are going to spawn out of there. I want to make sure that I actually drop the stationary gun permanently, unless I were to flip it over, which I'm not going to. Just don't get... If you ever want to do this challenge, just don't get in stationary guns. I mean, there are situations where it's helpful, like the bridge, the first bridge that you go across on this mission. It's actually kind of helpful to take out the grunts and the nearby enemies, then hop in that stationary gun and take out the Banshee with it. Because that Banshee doesn't use its super-powered shot, so it's actually pretty nice to be able to hop in that and take care of it. I'm gonna sneak up on him from this rock, and then I'm just gonna magnum him down. Hopefully. Yeah. Switch. There we go. Gonna go back and grab some more ammo, because that's just... At this point, I'm so scared, because I have officially made it the furthest I ever have. I've never gotten to this part without dying. And I think I'm just now halfway through the mission, which is telling of how long this mission is. I think. I don't know. I could be closer than that. there's another bridge, which is really difficult to get across, and I didn't actually practice getting across it. That's where I stopped last time I was playing, when I was playing, you know, allowing myself to do checkpoints. So I don't actually know how difficult that's going to be to survive, and there I might get blindsided, which is just going to be something I have to accept that could end the run. It's just that simple. I mean, I haven't practiced it yet. That's just the natural course of things. It just sucks that this mission is so long that that's still happening after playing this mission for 3 months. I'm still running into areas that I don't know what to expect. I don't have the spawns memorized, or the possible spawns memorized. I don't have everything like that. And it's a level of detail I will get to when I'm doing this game, Deathless, the actual attempts. I will have every single mission down to a T. I still remember all the spawns from Mission 3 because I played it so much, and this mission will be like that. It will be one that I remember all the spawns for. But, right now, this is just scary. Right. Okay, the bridge isn't yet. This is another sneaking section. There's a lot of grunts here, and I'm gonna kill them systematically. I could just walk past them. Just in case I do trigger the alarm, I don't want to be swarmed by grunts, so obviously taking the cautious route. Okay. Just gonna skip this combat. There's nothing wrong with doing that. I don't want to do any glitches or anything like that in this whole thing. I don't think I've ever clarified that. But that is a thing. Like, I don't want to do anything outside of what the game allows me to do, normally. Casually just meleeing grunts. Super quiet like. Okay. I think we have another lift here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and then we go to the bridge, I think. So I think we're close to the end of the mission, close-ish. I think that an hour and 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, that's how long it took me to beat this mission, apparently, when I beat it with checkpoints on, which, again, that involved a lot of dying. I forgot about that. I don't think I was correct, actually. I think the bridge is not next. I let my guard down too much there. Sweet. Oh, there is a health pack there, though. Relying on the Magnum a lot. And plasma grenades. Oh, it's this room. Oh, this room sucks. There's a general elite in this room. Okay, I think I need to drop the RPG. Oh, I shouldn't have grabbed that yet. Oh, there's more Magnum ammo. Never mind. Okay, we got a health pack, more Magnum ammo. Good, 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 good. Got some elite's attentions. Hi there, elite. Sure you don't want to tango with me through the... Oh yes, oh yes. Yes! That is such a steal. The general going off on his own like that. I think he's the only general in the room. That is such a steal. I know there's other elites. The RPG panic button. Kind of. I don't move the RPG. I don't want it to despawn, because I'm going to need it on the bridge. But where are they? They announce my presence. Okay, he's in the room. Oh, he's up there. What the heck? I think that... Oh, that didn't kill him. That sounds like a gun. Oh! Sneaky little bastard. There we go. Okay, I think that's everything in the room, probably. Going for the health pack regardless. Nope, there's reinforcements entering. Okay. I'm not getting the health pack yet, though. I did not realize that this room got reinforced. Last time I did this, I just kind of fought through it so recklessly because I wasn't doing it with the Iron Skull restriction. The restriction that I completely didn't realize that was a thing. Come on, Bloom, don't screw me over like that. I'm actually kind of glad I grabbed that Magnum ammo. That's what I'm talking about. Now I go for the health pack. Oh, I didn't grab a plasma pistol. I should have. I should not have been doing that with that in my back pocket. Alright, got most of my frags back from that fight. I got all my Magnum ammo back, my health back. Not bad. Pretty much doing as good as I possibly could be. I remember. Oh no, that's what the reinforcements was. I was going to say, I do remember that. There was a huge group of enemies right here. Just standing in the doorway, but that was the reinforcements. Alright, I think there's a Banshee involved here. I definitely don't want to just pop my head out too much. Because then I will be seen. Yeah, by like that jackal or something. Alright, this is officially the farthest that I even remember anything about the mission. Oh, hello, jackal. Also, if I suddenly mute myself, people are definitely up and about in my house. It just means someone entered the room. Oh, there's one there, too. Sweet. Alright, how do I do this? We're going to stay here as long as possible because we have cover from the other bridge. Definitely want to start this off with a plasma pistol because those jackals are going to be annoying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ah, come on. The game did give me a lot of plasma pistol ammo. Alright, just for safety's sake. I don't want to deal with them. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you know you can hit at this range, plasma pistol. You know you can. Alright, well that was just a good dodge. Pick up my RPG, make sure it doesn't despawn, and then where is another plasma pistol? Or did they all already despawn? Not quite. Gotcha. Not excited for trying to one-shot the very end of this mission. Well, he's dead. I think this bridge, I may have overblown it in my mind. I'm gonna keep... No, this game's probably got a surprise in for me. I need to keep my eye on the prize. Don't get too cocky. Because this game probably is gonna throw in something. And I'm going through my Magnum ammo pretty quickly, so I gotta keep my eye on that. Because I'm having to deal with another bridge entirely. Luckily, it's only grunts over there so far. But I seem to remember something happening in a mission, not necessarily this one, but in a mission where there becomes hunters on the other side of the bridge, which, if that's here, that's gonna suck. But what I'm looking for here... No, not there. I can't see it from here, even if it is there. But the fact that I can't see it is probably telling that it isn't here. I'm looking for the control center, the end of the mission, which is... I know I'm getting somewhat close. I mean, I have to be. I've been playing this for 46 minutes. It's one run. Alright, that should get him. Oh, okay, well... What trick do you have? I'm gonna do the same thing. Toss a grenade in there. Okay, there's definitely elite. I heard the elite get hurt. Just gonna toss all the plasmas. Come on out. I don't want to come to you. That's a death sentence. Camo elites. Come on, I'm a better shot than this. No! Don't you dare! Oh. I don't know where the next health pack is, so I'm officially on absolute red alert. Alright. Okay. RPG time. I'm at 1 health anyway. Cannot let anything get close to me. Until I find another health pack. This is going to take a second. This is sneak time. And I know this... I'm pretty sure this one is sneakable. There better be a health pack in this room. There better be a health pack in this room. There better be. Okay, he's... Nope. Nope. Damn it. I shouldn't have followed him. I didn't realize he stopped that soon. Alright, well, that's it for today. I'm not going through it again just because I I would love to, but I genuinely don't think I have time to. I was really hoping that would be the one, but I haven't gotten that far in a long time, so I think I was at least probably still 10 to 20 minutes out from being able to complete the mission, and I was pretty confident I was going to die in the last segment anyways, because the last segment is ridiculous. It's another vehicle section, and I'm going to have to go in. I'm going to have to go in with checkpoints, get to all these spots again, practice them on their own so that I can actually beat this mission. I'm going to have to practice the practice mission so that I can actually beat it, because otherwise it's going to take me another 3 months to beat this mission because of how long it even takes to get to these spots. So that's what I'm going to have to do on my own time. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm going to clip a few things from this stream, maybe even this whole last thing. I'm going to clip a few different things from it and upload them on YouTube. That was also part of the plan, that I would get some content out of this. Thank you so much for watching, everyone who came in, Zach and Disasterpiece. Thank you all for coming in, and go donate to Stand Up to Cancer if you would like to do so. If you have the ability to do so, if both of those things are true, then go do it. It will go a long way to motivate me to keep doing this and to do it more often and to push harder to get it done faster. And more importantly, it will actually help change people's lives and help people who are suffering from cancer get through it. As I like to say, it will help this very meaningless challenge that I'm doing help with an actual real world, much more difficult and more consequential challenge. It's not even comparable. This is just something I'm doing for fun, and that's a real life actual problem. And if we can make this little meaningless challenge thing I'm doing for my own entertainment, and hopefully for yours, if we can make that mean something and actually help with actual issues in the world, that is going to be incredible. That's awesome, and that's part of the beauty of YouTube and Twitch and the ability for content creators to do stuff online and actually help make a difference in the world. So that's my pitch. That's all I got at the moment. Thank you for showing up. For everyone who did, thank you, Disasterpiece, thank you, Zach, and thank you, I Don't Know, who showed up earlier on in the stream. Thank you all for being here, or anyone who tuned in to check out the stream. And oh, I should have been full screen for all of that. I apologize.